back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. More than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It is your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion, and Yankton. And we are taking a look, we're talking some Vermillion baseball with Connor Peterson, also of Mount Marty Baseball. Connor, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Michael. How are you?
Hey, I am better than I deserve. It's a beautiful day out there. I'm talking baseball. Doesn't get much better than that. And so I tell you what, let's just start off with you talking about yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, your family, hobbies, interests, and we're just going to move from there.
Well, my name is Connor. I'm going into my sophomore year over in Yankton at Mount Marty. I'm an outfielder. Currently playing post one baseball right now, coming back for my senior year or super senior year. Got my parents are Chad and Denise Peterson. Got a sister that's going into her senior year at Vermillion High School. She's very happy about that one. Her name's Jenna. She plays softball, dance team, show choir, all the works. Some of my hobbies, I got into fishing this year, video games, and just, doing stuff with base. That includes sports or baseball, so.
All right.
Well, pretty much it.
All right. Well, you played a few sports in Vermillion, but baseball seemed to be a love. It feels like it's a love of your dad's as well. Has baseball kind of always been one of those that you just loved?
Oh, yeah. Ever since I was a kid, ever since I had a bat in my hand, glove in my hand, as long as I can think of, I've always loved the sport. So.
All right. Now, are you a Yankees fan like your dad?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. You guys haven't had the best of luck as of late, have you?
No, sir. No, sir.
You shudder to think the numbers Aaron Judge could have if he could just stay healthy.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts the heart to talk about that one.
It does. All right, we'll move off of that one. So, so let's talk Mount Marty first. Then we'll talk some post one. So Mount Marty, your freshman year. Now you played outfield. Now, when you were at Vermillion, when I saw you playing, you did some catching. You were at short. What was that transition like to the outfield? Because that wasn't your primary spot in high school.
Yeah, it was a weird transition to say the least. Definitely had to put in the time and the work and the effort to try to figure out the outfield and how it works with the footwork and test the arm strength of it a bit. It took a lot of time to get used to. I was rusty and I wasn't good in the outfield. I definitely don't blame our outfielders as much anymore with their arms hurting, because my arm hurts about every time. But it was definitely weird. I told my dad I'd play anywhere to get playing time, but that was the least of my expectations to go to play outfield. But we adapted to it. Ended up having a pretty good year over at Mount Marty, at the plate and at the field. So can't complain with that anymore.
Well, and you guys, a good season, and you did well, and a lot of area talent, a lot of teams, and funny, a number of players who are playing some amateur baseball, but back maybe for their super senior years as well, that I've been talking to that are playing at Mount Marty. It feels like a lot of young area talent over there with Coach Tykro. Does it feel like you guys are part of something that's going to be maybe the future of Mount Marty baseball?
Yeah, we can definitely put a team together. You got a lot of young guys, a lot of great guys. Had a few freshmen pulled up to varsity and really executed well. One of my roommates currently got pulled up to varsity and had a great rest of the season. He's from Rapid City. Just a great group of guys over there, a great young group of guys that hopefully can turn around and make an impact on this program and provide for Coach Tykrow, and hopefully we can get back to the GPAC championship.
Well, and obviously Mount Marty has a rich tradition in the GPAC, and through Coach Tykrow, Coach Bernardo and Coach Tarashinsky, it's a lot of great leadership from there, at Mount Marty, and obviously you're continually wanting to improve. And how is this summer? What kind of baseball and what are you doing this summer? So post one, you're playing some other baseball too, aren't you?
No, nope. I'm just playing post one this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you were doing amateur ball or anything like that. So post one, but that's going to keep you plenty busy. But what are you going to be doing when you're not playing post one?
Came back and got rehired at Alfredo's Pizza in Vermillion. So if people watching this, please come in, order. Got brand new pizzas on the menu. But just doing that, lifting, sticking with my lifting program, throwing program, and just anything baseball really involved with baseball.
All right, and you talk about lifting. What was the difference like between high school or post one baseball and at the level of Mount Marty? Did you find that, oh man, I this is something I need to work on? I know the transition to the outfield, but was there anything else that was maybe a bit of a, I don't know if I want to say culture shock, but maybe a surprise?
Definitely the difference in speeds of pitchers. That was a big surprise. I expected it, but I didn't expect it to be that fast. It was something really to adjust to. That I think that I adjusted pretty well to. I mean, every freshman had to adjust to the different speeds. But I mean, my first AB over at Mount, I got 89 at eye level. I mean, it was completely different. But I mean, that's the stuff that you have to go through. And then lifting was a complete different shock to me. Because really in high school, I would do like sort of my own thing. I would do like strength and conditioning in school, like as a class, stuff like that. But the intensity and I guess you could say the work ethic that you have to put in to stand out and all like that for lifting is completely different. Like, I think over the winter I went from a 315 squat to 365 in about 2 weeks. I mean, that's how many times we're lifting a day and how much time we're putting in the weight room. It's a very good workout program, very good strength conditioning coach. I mean, yeah.
And do you guys work with Coach Rosie then? Is that who leads it for Mount Marty Baseball?
We did not work with Coach Rosie this year, but we are we are getting taken over by him this year. Okay. So we worked with Coach Nelson. He was our strength and conditioning coach. He's a great guy. His son's a freshman as well, Easton Nelson from Yankton.
Okay.
So he's a center fielder for us, and he's also a great guy. So.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, I'm always intrigued by that. My daughter's a personal trainer, so I'm always intrigued by the strength and conditioning programs. And so obviously this summer you're playing post one. What's the feeling like knowing that this is obviously last year, you knew this was an option to be able to come back for the super senior year. But this year is the last one. What's the feeling like going out there each time as representing post one?
It's definitely something special. Trying to obviously come back and bring back my college stuff that I've learned and help with this young team that we have. Great group of guys, obviously. And with Jack, obviously that's a great feeling coming back with him. We talked a lot about it in the fall and winter, and obviously he's at Northwestern doing his thing, doing great things. got my number a few times when we faced each other, but we really talked that deeply, got on the phone for a bit, and obviously decided that it was best to come back and try to help with how young this team is, try to help each other and help them become better. But it's just it's a special feeling always to put on that post one jersey. It's just a special feeling, like Heisinger said, that you have to represent it well, and go out there every time and play your hardest. But I know as soon as it's over, it's gonna hit like it did last time. But
well, and with Coach Heisinger, he seems to be a real student of the game. Do the things that he asks you guys to do, or the things that he says now, hit differently after a year at college?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just he's really great at motivating us and really great at pushing us to be the best. He was teammates with my coach, and I think roommates to be exact, but I could be wrong. So it's kind of like getting coached by a second coming of Heisinger, which I'm really happy about. So it came a little easy for me to obviously understand Coach Tykro, and made it easier to listen and understand and obviously get coached by Heisinger coming back. So, and obviously he's easy to listen to Jack and I have stuff that we have brought back. So that's great.
Well, and that actually kind of leads me into, do you kind of feel almost like a coach? I mean, kind of a coach-player hybrid now that you have kind of this other experience. And is it a little bit different coming back? Because in years past, obviously the summer just folded over from club baseball and from being in school with the guys to come back after a school year away. Was there a little bit of a transition for that?
For sure. The whole transition is just, it's honestly cool. I mean, having to know that we got obviously not Michael Robin center anymore, that kind of hurts us. But other people to step up, like Corbin Heckens, Cooper Reiser, they had great years in spring. Then we got a couple young kids like Cale Cleveland, Matty Robe, Grant Rohrig, Emerson Jarko, Mason Nygren. Mason Nygren, can't say enough about him. Emerson Jarko, all of them I can't say enough about. They're going to have to step up big for this program, and I know they will. But
well, and
yeah.
Well, and so obviously there's that transition, and like you said, eventually the ride comes to an end. But it feels like you guys are, based off that club season for them and implementing some of the returning players, feels like you guys might have a good chance. What are you feeling for this season?
So after the Lewis and Clark, we played some tough teams, but we stood our ground. And we competed, beating Dells and beating, can't remember the other team, but going 2-2 in that tournament, always huge. Always being 500 or above is huge in that tournament. Really shows what we can do and compete with others. Put a bunch of hits together, having people step up when they're needed. Ryan Vitt with the walk-off, he's going to go do great things in college. Can't speak enough about him. Great kid. But Ryan Vitt with the walk-off in the last game versus Del Rapids, that was great to see him step up. Great for other people, like on the base pass, stepping up and being aggressive and getting in scoring position. But I mean, I think we can go really far and really deep into the state tournament if we continue to produce and execute the way we need to be. And that's the whole thing about college coming back is execution is key. You have to execute to win games. You have to be aggressive to win games. So I think we have the right people to do it with. Like I said last year, with all the people, all the new kids coming in, I think once we get comfortable and learn that we need to be aggressive and execute, I think we can go all the way. I think we're great. Great squad together. Great group of guys.
Well, it feels like a team that, there's a lot of commonality and evenness throughout. It doesn't feel like you have this one spot that is just, okay, we're good here, but man, whether it's the batting lineup or defensively, it feels like there is no basement. Everyone's at least at ground level, so it feels like, okay, we're steady, and if we can be a little spectacular periodically, that's what wins games, and it feels like you guys have pitching, offense, defense. It feels like there's a lot there, and so it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys do, and I'm so glad I was able to touch base with you, Connor. And
yes,
like I said, people can you said people can check you out at Alfredo if they can't find you at the game. You're going to be at Alfredo's, and then when do you have to go back to Mount Marty? Do you guys report early for fall ball, or is it one of those things that you start once you're back?
Start once we're back. So I'll move in not a week early like last time since I'm not a freshman. So I'll be moving back, and August 30th is my move-in day, I'm pretty sure, and then the next day is our first practice. So we hop right into it. So,
all right. Well, it's going to be fun, and looking forward to seeing how you do and following you at Mount Marty again next season. Well, Connor, I'm going to let you get on with your day, but thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it, and you're always a pleasure to talk with, and your dad's always great to work with. So, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man.
Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. That was Connor Peterson of Vermillion Post 1 Baseball and Mount Marty Baseball. And he was a great wide receiver for the Vermillion Tanagers, and his dad's done color for some of the Tanager broadcasts. So just a Yankees fan struggling with Aaron Judge being hurt and some of that. But you know what? I'm a Twins fan. My sympathy is only so far for some people, so that's okay. But it's always a pleasure to talk to Connor. So thank you so much to him for joining me. Really appreciate that. And we'll be back with more. And if you'd like to sponsor these Tanager Talks, give me a call, 605-661-5858. I'd talk about you ahead of time. I'd talk about you now, and we'd run an ad for you. So, all right, we'll be back with more. This is At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. More than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio.